Dear Dilip,
15th February 2017. Dear Dilip, how are you? I hope Delhi has not been too cold this year. Please thank Chitti again for the delicious laddus that she sent for me. Dilip, do you think you might be able to come to Chennai for a few days next month? Please do come. You will be able to help me save the Olive Ridley Turtle. Sorry, you must be wondering what I am talking about. Let me explain. Do you remember that I mentioned I had joined my school's nature club? Every year, the club helps to save the Olive Ridley Turtle. Each year, these turtles swim back to the beaches where they were born. They swim thousands of kilometers across the oceans in order to come ashore once a year to nest on the sands. Sadly, nowadays we see few turtles on these shores. They are in great danger of becoming extinct. Many get caught in fishing nets. Sometimes they choke on rubbish or oil in the sea. Pollution, tourism, and new buildings have also destroyed the beaches. Just think about it, Dilip. Sea turtles have been on Earth for millions of years before humans. They have never bothered humans, and yet now they are close to extinction because of us. Our nature club works with many other groups during the nesting season. We guard the eggs and help the hatchlings get to the sea. To do this, we have to work very hard during the season. We set up fences and nets on the beach. This is to make a safe area for the eggs. We need to keep away curious people and hungry birds and animals. The turtles lay their eggs in hollows made in the sand. They make these nests all over the beach. We collect the eggs from the nests and place them in hollows in the safe areas. People take turns to look after the eggs and keep track of when they will hatch. When the eggs hatch, we gently gather up the newborns in baskets. The hatchlings are then carried to the shore and released close to the water. Our nature club also works with the local fishermen on this project. Many fishermen realize that if the turtles disappear, so will the fish. Then they will have nothing to catch. Each year, thousands of turtles get caught in fishing nets and die. However, nets can have a special attachment called a turtle excluder device or TED. The TEDs prevent turtles from getting caught in the fishing nets. Now many fishermen use TEDs when they fish. Yesterday, I went for my first turtle walk on the beach. A group of us from school went with our parents to Elliott's Beach. It was very early in the morning. We found volunteers releasing some newly hatched turtles. The hatchlings were really tiny. They could fit into my palm. It was thrilling to see those tiny creatures wriggle their way across the sand. At first, they seemed very weak. They walked slowly to the sea. Then as they walked, they gathered strength and rushed into the sea. One tiny hatchling stumbled on a stone and got turned around. After a moment, it turned back to the sea. It seemed to know in which direction it had to go. It would be fun to have you on our turtle walks this year, so do come. Give my best wishes to Mama, Chitti and baby Shobha. Your loving cousin, Nikhil.
What is an olive ridley turtle? Olive ridleys live deep in the ocean many kilometers from where they are born. They return to their birthplace after 10 or 15 years to lay eggs, traveling hundreds of kilometers across the oceans of the world. Scientists are not sure how they find their way home. How do the olive ridley turtles nest? Each year at nesting time, hundreds of olive ridley turtles collect near the beaches where they were born. The females come ashore in large groups to dig holes in the sand in which they lay as many as 100 eggs. This group nesting is known as aribada. They then return to the sea. A few weeks later, tiny newborns hatch out of the eggs and disappear into the sea. Where and when can we see the olive ridley turtles nest? In India, turtles nest on the eastern coast in Odisha and Tamil Nadu. There are only 3 places in the world today where we can still see large aribadas: Odisha, Mexico and Costa Rica. In India, nesting takes place between December and March. The eggs take about 48 days to develop. Hatching usually takes place after sunset. How would it matter if the Olive Ridley turtles disappeared from Earth? Sea turtles are an important part of the food chains both in the sea and on land. Scientists are only just starting to understand what will happen if these turtles disappear. For example, if there were no turtles to feed on sea grasses, then the grasses would become overgrown and diseased. Then other species of fish that survive on sea grasses would become extinct. Why are they endangered? Dogs and crows eat the eggs. People can trample on the nests. Poachers collect and sell hatchlings as pets for medicine, jewelry, or food. Newborns get confused by city lights and head away from the sea. Some get crushed by cars or eaten by other animals. In the sea, fishing nets and garbage are the greatest threats. What can I do? Don't throw rubbish into the oceans. Many turtles die each year from eating plastic bags that they mistake for their favorite food, jellyfish. Don't buy turtle products or keep turtles as pets. Support organizations that work to save the turtles. Visit the website to know more ways to help.